Hey, Patriots supporters! We are diving straight into everything happening around New England as the team heads toward the AFC Championship, and there is plenty to unpack. From defensive matchups to the quarterback situation in Denver, the upcoming clash promises intrigue and intensity. And for those who love breaking down football on a deeper level, this is the perfect time to analyze the factors that could tilt the scales in favor of New England. Let's get into the heart of what makes this Patriots squad a formidable contender. Starting on defense, the Patriots have quietly assembled a unit that thrives on disruption and chaos, while some may overlook their tenacity. This group has the grit and discipline necessary to create significant problems for any offense they face. Generating consistent pressure is at the core of their approach, and it has been one of the reasons the team has performed exceptionally well in playoff scenarios. Players along the front line, from Milton Williams to Christian Barmore and Casey Landry, have a knack for penetrating the backfield, forcing quarterbacks into hurried decisions and disrupting timing. This ability to destabilize offensive rhythm will be critical against Denver, whose passing attack will face challenges it has not had to confront in recent games. The quarterback scenario for the Broncos presents a unique opportunity for New England's defense. With Bo Nix sidelined due to injury, Jarrett Stidham steps in as the starter. Stidham's style differs dramatically from Nick's dual-threat approach. Unlike Nix, who thrives on mobility and rolling out of the pocket, Stidham operates more as a traditional pro-style quarterback. His reliance on reads and arm strength over scrambling introduces a vulnerability, as the Patriots excel at pressuring quarterbacks who are forced to stay stationary. This change alone creates a notable advantage for New England, as what was difficult against a mobile signal caller suddenly becomes much more manageable. Looking at the Broncos' offensive line, their ability to prevent sacks has been strong on paper, but most of their success came while protecting Nix, whose frequent movement naturally reduces pressure. Now, with Stidham taking snaps from a more fixed position, the Patriots' defensive front can exploit weaknesses and consistently threaten the pocket. New England has a history of excelling in high-stakes situations, using blitzes, stunts, and coordinated edge rushes to generate turnovers. The strategic combination of experience, discipline, and timing positions the Patriots favorably even before the first play is run. The Broncos' rushing game has also been impacted by injuries. J.K. Dobbins' absence has taken a toll, leaving Denver reliant on R.J. Harvey, whose performances have been promising but inconsistent without Nick's dual-threat capabilities. The run game has lost some of its potency, and even if Dobbins returns, he is unlikely to be at full strength. The Patriots' run defense, anchored by players like Milton Williams and Robert Spillane, is exceptionally difficult to break, limiting explosive plays and forcing the opposition into challenging down and distance scenarios. This defensive consistency not only hinders the running game, but also pressures Stidham to rely on the passing attack under duress. Christian Gonzalez adds another dimension to the defensive advantage. As one of the league's top corners, he allows minimal completions, keeps yardage under control, and rarely concedes touchdowns. His presence alters how opposing quarterbacks approach the field. For Stidham, facing a secondary anchored by Gonzalez while contending with relentless pressure from the front seven will be a formidable test. The Patriots' defense is designed to create mistakes, force hurried throws, and generate turnovers, blending talent, strategy, and timing in a way that few teams can match. The matchup analysis makes one thing clear: New England has multiple edges. On defense, the combination of quarterback pressure, disruption of the running game, and secondary coverage provides a substantial advantage. Stidham's lack of recent game experience is a factor, and while he may possess the skills to execute a traditional passing game, he will face a disciplined, opportunistic defense capable of exploiting every hesitation or misstep. Historically, the Patriots have excelled in situations that test opposing quarterbacks, and all indications point to this trend continuing against Denver. The Patriots' front seven is central to this defensive dominance, consistently collapsing pockets, forcing premature quarterback movement, and generating opportunities for sacks and turnovers disrupts the timing of offensive plays. Receivers find openings inconsistent, and the overall rhythm of the offense breaks down, particularly against a quarterback with limited mobility like Stidham. This represents a textbook advantage in a high-pressure playoff scenario, highlighting the strategic depth and preparation of New England's defense. Even the ground game favors the Patriots. Without a fully healthy Dobbins and lacking Nick's mobility, Denver will face difficulty sustaining consistent runs. R.J. Harvey may contribute, but the disciplined Patriots front ensures that big plays are rare, forcing offenses into predictable scenarios. This predictability allows the defense to anticipate passes more effectively, cover routes strategically, and apply pressure at the optimal moment. The combination of a weakened run game and constant defensive pressure sets the stage for New England to control the tempo, dictate play, and keep the opposing quarterback on edge. When all factors are considered, New England's advantages are evident, from the edge rushers to the secondary, from the quarterback differential to the disrupted rushing attack. Everything aligns in favor of the Patriots. The team's balance of talent, strategic pressure, and playoff experience creates a platform from which they can assert control. The defensive unit has the tools and the history of success to impact the game meaningfully. And when combined with Denver's challenges, the edge clearly belongs to New England. Turning to the offensive side, the Patriots have cultivated a unit that is versatile, adaptable, and capable of responding to any defensive scheme. Their methodical approach throughout the season has emphasized balance, mixing the run and the pass to keep opponents guessing. A key strength lies in sustaining drives under pressure, reflecting the coaching staff's focus on discipline, execution, and situational awareness. In high-stakes matchups where every possession counts, these qualities are magnified and give New England a critical advantage. The running game has become an integral weapon, complementing the passing attack and controlling both clock and tempo, with backs who can gain tough yardage and produce explosive plays. Defenses overcommitting to the run leave themselves vulnerable to precision passing attacks. The offensive line deserves recognition for maintaining cohesion under pressure, consistently providing the quarterback time to make informed decisions. Against the Broncos' defense that ranks highly in certain statistical categories, this combination of offensive stability and strategic execution will be essential. Quarterback play has blended poise and creativity, ensuring that even with lineup changes, the system allows the signal caller to operate effectively. With quick release options, check downs, and play action passes, the Patriots maintain offensive rhythm and keep defenses off balance. Against a Denver unit relying on speed and reactive schemes, this strategic approach maximizes consistency and efficiency, reading defenses, timing passes, and executing precise route combinations separates quarterbacks who thrive under playoff pressure from those who struggle. Continuing with the offensive perspective, the Patriots have refined an approach that maximizes every opportunity on the field. Their red zone efficiency stands out as a defining feature of this team's identity. When within striking distance, New England operates with precision, exploiting angles, mismatches, and defensive tendencies. Every decision, from route combinations to blocking assignments, is calculated to force defenders into impossible positions. Against Denver, whose defensive front may struggle to adjust to the Patriots' varied personnel and adaptive schemes, this meticulous attention to detail becomes a significant advantage. The offense does not merely aim to gain yards. It seeks to methodically dismantle defensive structures and convert every possession into a meaningful gain or scoring opportunity. Adaptability remains a cornerstone of New England's offensive identity throughout the season. The team has demonstrated the ability to shift strategies mid-game based on opponent alignment or situational context. If the Broncos present an aggressive pass rush, the Patriots can utilize screens, misdirection, or quick passing plays to neutralize pressure. Conversely, if Denver drops into zone coverage, New England can stretch the field vertically, using precise routes and the speed of their receivers to exploit gaps and create openings. This dynamic capacity to adjust in real time ensures that the offense remains unpredictable and difficult to counter, a critical trait in a high-stakes playoff environment where the margin for error is razor-thin. Time management and situational awareness further enhance the Patriots' offensive strength. Long, sustained drives allow New England to control the game clock, keeping the defense on the field and gradually wearing down opponents. Efficient third-down conversions are central to this strategy, ensuring that the Patriots maintain momentum and dictate the flow of the game. Against the Broncos team facing a new quarterback with limited experience, these elements magnify the strategic advantage, placing additional pressure on the opposition and forcing them into reactive positions rather than proactive plays. The skill players are another integral component of New England's offensive success. Receivers capable of creating separation against tight coverage, running backs who can break tackles or find small seams, and quarterbacks who thread precise throws into narrow windows all contribute to the team's ability to generate explosive plays. These game-changing moments often occur in high-pressure situations, reflecting the combination of preparation, awareness, and confidence instilled by coaching staff and reinforced through consistent execution. For Denver, facing a unit that executes at such a high level across multiple dimensions presents a daunting challenge. The Patriots' offensive line deserves emphasis for their ability to protect the quarterback while sustaining a balanced attack. Cohesion and communication allow the offensive line to anticipate defensive movements and adjust accordingly, creating pockets for the quarterback to read the field. This level of protection not only supports timing-based routes, but also enhances the effectiveness of the running game with disciplined blocking schemes. New England can exploit even minor lapses in Denver's defensive front, turning routine plays into significant gains and maintaining overall offensive rhythm. Passing efficiency is central to the Patriots' strategy. Quarterbacks are consistently positioned to make calculated reads, identifying coverage weaknesses and anticipating defensive shifts. Receivers are trained to adjust routes on the fly, reacting intelligently to defensive coverage and creating mismatches against a Denver secondary that may face the challenge of accommodating a replacement quarterback or adjusting to multiple offensive threats. This flexibility is invaluable. The precise combination of timing, speed, and mental acuity ensures that the Patriots remain a step ahead, converting opportunities into critical gains while minimizing mistakes. The running game, while balanced with passing, continues to impose challenges for opposing defenses. New England's backs excel at picking up tough yardage in confined spaces, forcing linebackers and defensive linemen to commit to blocks that open opportunities elsewhere. This complementary approach ensures that the offense maintains unpredictability, keeping defenses off balance and creating openings for both short yardage conversions and explosive plays. The dual threat capability of running and passing ensures that the Broncos cannot overcome it in any single area, increasing the Patriots' control over game tempo and situational advantage. Special teams also play a subtle yet meaningful role in New England's overall strategy. Field position management, coverage units, and return potential all provide incremental advantages that compound over the course of a game. Starting drives in favorable positions enhances the offense's ability to execute efficiently while simultaneously reducing stress on the defense in high-pressure playoff matchups. These marginal gains can influence momentum, create scoring opportunities, and affect overall game flow. Patriots special teams have a history of consistent execution, adding yet another layer to the team's multidimensional approach. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The volume was turned all the way up when Stephen A. Smith delivered a take that instantly echoed through league circles. In a moment that felt less like analysis and more like a warning, the outspoken commentator reportedly shouted that everyone should forget Bill Belichick because, in his view, Mike VRABEL is the biggest defensive monster he has ever seen. The statement, dramatic as it sounds, has fueled a wave of speculation around VRABEL's growing reputation and what it could mean for the balance of power in the NFL. Around the league, insiders have quietly noted that VRABEL's teams carry a distinct personality: physical, relentless, and unapologetically aggressive. Players are said to respond to him not just as a coach, but as someone who understands the brutality of defense at its core. That understanding comes from experience, and there is a belief in some corners that VRABEL is building a defensive philosophy that feels both old school and dangerously modern. Smith's outburst, while theatrical, taps into a broader conversation. Belichick has long been the gold standard, the measuring stick for defensive mastery. Yet whispers suggest that executives and players alike are starting to view VRABEL as a figure capable of redefining that hierarchy. Some speculate that his schemes are less about complexity and more about attitude, placing defenders in positions where instinct and violence of effort take over. There is also talk that VRABEL's influence extends beyond the whiteboard. Rumors describe practices that mirror games in intensity, a culture where accountability is non-negotiable. Opposing offenses, according to chatter, prepare not just for formations, but for punishment. That reputation alone can shift how teams game plan, creating an edge before the opening snap. Whether Smith's declaration proves prophetic or premature remains an open question. What is clear is that VRABEL's name is no longer mentioned quietly. It is spoken with a mix of respect and apprehension, as if the league senses something brewing. If this speculation holds weight, the defensive throne may not be vacant for long, and the monster Stephen A. Smith screamed about could be closer than anyone expected. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.